All right. Good morning, Miss Raven.
Good morning.
All right. We're here today to talk about some concerns that we've had about Jay's behavior and things that he's been doing in the classroom lately. I just want to say that everything won't be bad. It's not all bad, but we do need to come to a resolution of how can we fix it to make it a better situation for everyone. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
Let's just see what you have for me first, and then maybe I'll develop questions as we go.
Okay, so right now we'll start with a couple negatives. Jay has been he's been kind of put in isolation for having outbursts during instructional time. We've spoken with Jay about this several times, and he continues to make these outbursts. He's also punched and kicked a couple of students, just an outburst. We've had to refer him to the principal,
And I'm
which
not
you knew
sure.
about.
Yeah, I'm not sure
So,
where that comes from. That's something new to me, but okay.
so we know right now he's been very disruptive, and he's been very aggressive. It's this aggressiveness that we're really worried about, because that aggressiveness comes out towards other students.
Right.
And when he does that, it takes away from the instructional time, because I have to attend to
Right.
him. But I will say this: when he is isolated and I have him one on one, he's fine. He's fine. So, with that being said, I'll say that his work, he's a good student.
Now I don't, cause see, he's the only child,
Okay.
and so by him being the only child, I guess he gets that one on one, because he's the only child, and
Okay.
we get to.
Okay.
So
Now
I
this
don't.
is starting to make sense.
Okay, so I don't know if he feels like he should have that at school. Maybe that's something I need to talk with him about.
Okay.
But that would be a different environment for him.
Okay.
Not making
So
excuses.
no. Not necessarily excuses, but we're going to come to some type of resolution.
Okay.
But we've noticed that most of the behavioral issues occur when he's expected to do the work within a group and cooperate with other students during a group. And I don't know. We need him to be able to work independently. We want him to
Right.
be independent, but we also want him to be in a structured situation to be able to cooperatively work with others to learn that way also.
Okay.
So I don't know. Have you seen any of that at home? Does he? But he's the only child, so
He is, and we don't. When we was growing up, we were real close with cousins and things like that. But he has cousins around his age, but we don't get to see them often. So maybe if I could incorporate something, not maybe being so much available, you know what I'm saying? Encourage more independent working at home, and
Okay.
also maybe let him spend more time with relatives and cousins, and maybe he can, I don't know, you know
and see in other classes, he does have a little frustration with some math. His frustration, sometimes he has outbursts. It's just with certain math concepts. But like in art, he does the task and everything that the art teacher. He enjoys, being creative in that class.
does he do this, does he need the focus when he's in art?
When he's in art, he has limited behavior issues.
Wow.
So that also lets me know he has a creative mind. So now we have to restructure I need to think about ways to incorporate those artistic things, or use these things as bargaining tools.
Okay.
See, we can do some bargaining tools maybe to make him realize his repercussions and things that he wants to do. That when you do the outbursts and stuff, you can't do these things. What do you think about that?
I think that's a good idea. We can do it at home too. as well.
Okay. Would that be something that you would reinforce at home also?
Yep.
Because I feel like if he had the structure
Mm-hmm.
at home and at school, had that type of, and he knows it from home and school, I think it may make him better. So what we'll do, I'll start a plan
Okay.
of action, and what I'll do is set up I'll start what I want to call it, like not an itinerary, but a logging, like a log, something that I can actually email you, or what I think. I don't know what would be better for you, because I can jot it down, or I can do something weekly. We can do like a weekly check-in, and I can give you a weekly update on his behavior and everything, and we can assess every week on, is he getting better, what's working.
You can send something home weekly, but also reinforce that with the email. I'm very good
Email.
with checking my emails as
Okay,
well.
so emails will be better.
Okay.
Okay, so we can do the emails, and we will. I think we need to start. We'll have start that as like a system of rewards, and see if that works.
Okay.
If he does well, he gets rewarded for doing well.
Right.
But if he doesn't,
Now I do like that, but I also don't want it to be like him doing it just to get the reward. You know what I'm saying?
that they all do.
You know,
But I get it.
there's still, it's not, I don't want you to do it just to say, oh, I'm going to get a reward.
Yeah.
But also,
You need to know that
there are consequences.
It's consequences, and on the flip side, it will be consequences to go with you
Right.
not doing what you're supposed to do with
Right.
the. So we can get those things established, and I feel like if I can establish those in class and let him know that we've spoken and we're on the same page,
Right.
and that everything that we're doing is going to benefit him.
Because he know I don't play that.
Now, that's pretty much all that was my concerns.
Okay.
Do you have any concerns or questions?
I mean,
or?
I do. To be honest with you, I'm really kind of shocked.
Okay.
I'm glad that you did bring it to my attention. It could be something else that I could do besides, what we do together as far as that. But, violence and, hitting people, I have no idea where that comes from.
Okay.
I don't condone it.
All right.
I have to see, what I could do from a parent's perspective as well from that, because like I said, I had no idea. I'm glad you brought it to my attention. I'm just
All right. Well, if you have nothing else, like I said, I'll put everything in writing.
okay.
I'll get an email. We'll start this log and get this started for next week. And I'll bring him in and let him know that we spoke. And we'll see if this can get some things changed. And if not, we'll think of some different strategies.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. All right, Miss Raven?
Mr. Dorsey, I appreciate you.
Okay. You have a good evening.
You too.